Hello friends, this is my first video on how to read the Hindu paper, and this is video 1. And before watching this video you have to take the Hindu newspaper in front of you and just keep it there so that I can tell you how to read it. And I have seen that even like veterans, they are very confused how to read the Hindu, and this video is mainly for freshers, but still veterans can also watch, who have this dilemma, like they have to study the Hindu or they have to just mug up the facts from those coaching institutes or from those online sites which give the summary of all these news. So they are just confused, like to read Hindu or not to read Hindu. And I must say that if you are not reading Hindu, you are doing a suicidal thing. So you have to take care of reading the Hindu. And the most important thing in this preparation is that you have to understand the things by yourself rather than someone just giving you the cooked material. So you have to understand the things, you have to analyze them, you have to think in your own mind how the perspectives work, and then you have to take action on those things. So we will start now. And okay, so I will start with the front page. There is the issue of slum dwellers conversion issue, some Muslims were converted to Hinduism in Agra, and it's not a full-fledged conversion. They were just brought to attend some havan and everything, and later they were told that they have been converted. But the thing is that they were somehow incited to accept these Aadhaar card, or below poverty line card and everything. So they were economically somehow attracted to attend that havan and everything, so that so it was a case of forced conversion, you can say. So the issue is that what are the secular features. So in this particular issue, what you have to read in the newspaper. So you have to read that what is the main issue. The main issue is that what is our secularism is at stake, means our country's secularism is in doubt. So in this particular issue you have to read Article 25, which is freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of religion. So anyone can propagate and anyone can accept any religion. Article 26, like freedom to manage religious affairs. Article 27 says that you don't have to pay taxes for promotion of any particular religion, and Article 28 says that if you are reading in any educational institute, there is no foundation that you have to attend the particular religious ceremonies of other religions, or if anyone can stop you from attending your religious calls. Like for example, you have to go to namaz, so professor can't ask you to stay in the class just because means he can't deny you your religious freedom. So these are some of the features which are contained in our constitution. And then our constitution preamble also says also has secularism as a basic feature. Even in Keshavanand Bharati case you can see that it is a basic feature, and it was particularly mentioned in the constitution by 42nd amendment. So like this you have to study, means you have to make sure that you know the things of that particular issue. Then second issue is of FDI, 49% insurance issue. This is also on front page. So what you have to study, means you have to understand that what is FDI and what is insurance, the particular definitions of these two terms. Then types of insurance, like general insurance, life insurance. General insurance is for except life, everything comes under general, like property, infrastructure, like any road is being built, so it will be insured by general insurance companies. Why is insurance needed, and why do they want to increase the FDI limit up to 49%? This you have to brainstorm. You have to analyze why this is happening. Like which companies are working life insurance sector presently. This also you have to understand. Means like which government company is working, which private company or which private companies are working, and what is share of government and private sector in the insurance sector, and what are the challenges ahead. Malhotra committee recommendations. This is a committee formed in 1998. Then general insurance, reinsurance. What is reinsurance? You have to understand, like the companies which give insurance, they also insure themselves and that insurance is done by some bigger company like General Insurance Company of India, that is called reinsurance. And this is important for the particular expansion of the insurance sector. For example, like if some insurance company gets bankrupt, so means like how to insure itself from any such future. For example, I am a private sector guy and I want to open some company of insurance sector. So just in case if some epidemic occurs, so my company will get bankrupt, I will get bankrupt. So I want insurance on my own insurance company. So that is done by reinsurance companies. Life insurance. So overall, what I am trying to say is that you have to understand and you have to analyze in this method. Like you have just read this particular issue, so you have to question yourself these things, and then read Ramesh Singh chapter 13, Insurance in India. It is just 7-8 pages, but if you don't know everything, so just read this. Then the next issue is suicide issue, that is also on front page. So in this the following points like Article 21, protection of life and personal dignity, then attempts to suicide, why suicide happens, and in this article it has written that deep unhappiness, this is the cause of suicides. And then you have to analyze what are the causes, economic, social, psychological causes, and how to stop suicides. And is criminalization of suicides work toward rectification, solving of the problem? So earlier suicide was a criminal act, so how much it has helped to stop the suicide cases? So this you have to understand. So just think about these things rather than just reading the newspaper. You have to think about the issues. The main editorial is confronting the right wing. This is the heading. So it is critical of Modi government and RSS, not going to be asked in exam. This is mainly this is based on secularism, but it's still left wing, they just do too much. So no issue discussed, so better leave such editorials rather than waste time on these editorials. And only ideas are promoting secularism, which you can read from regular textbooks thrice than reading this editorial. Means you can read Vipin Chandra rather than this stupid article. Then the next editorial is travel safety issue, and in that this has been discussed because of the rape that occurred in that Uber taxi in Delhi. So you have to understand why rape occurred, like non-verification of driver credentials working in web-based service, then corruption, then lack of policing in larger parts of Delhi, then lack of safe public transport, the regulations on web-based services, then current laws regarding rape, traffic safety. And what are the suggestions? What needs to be done to ensure safety? This you have to read. This is how you have to understand this editorial. Then issue on Indian Railway. This is also on editorial page. So what are the challenges in Indian Railway? Then main challenges are like cleanliness, safety, basic amenities like drinking water, chairs, retiring rooms, help for disabled, Wi-Fi means like how to go ahead, display boards, catering facilities, then how to efficiently use railway land, then government decision to allow 100% FDI in railway projects, so how this is going to help our country, then privatization of railways, user charges issue, consequences of Indian railway decisions on poor and daily commuters, issue of general class, etc. So there are many problems and challenges, and for this issue also you have to read Ramesh Singh Railway Budget Session in the end of the book, only 6 pages, but you surely go there, and after reading the newspaper you read this book. This is how you will understand the main issues. Then human rights issue is also in editorial. So this is of all the editorials, this is most important editorial, and you have to understand what are the human rights, what is good governance, how human rights are violated in what scenario. So this is given nicely in article. Good governance maybe you have to see from Wikipedia. Then what are the major challenges in Indian scenario? This also is given very nicely in editorial. So just read that and answer this question. Then what is cause of human rights violation? This is the core concept in whole editorial, that is mindset of superiority and privilege. So why you read editorials? You read editorials because in the whole editorial there is given some core concept. which you can directly replicate in your essays, in your mains answers, or in ethics, and this is how you develop your thinking. So the core concept in this editorial human rights issue is that mindset of superiority and privilege. This is the main reason for human rights violation. Then next point is Indian institutions for human rights protection. Now you have to understand, after you have understood the issue, then you understand what are the remedies. Now open Lakshmikant and read chapter 50 and 51, total 7 pages. They pertain to National Human Rights Commission and State Human Rights Commission. There are 7 pages, but you do have to read that. If you don't know about them, just go and read these 7 pages so that you understand this particular issue. And what are the difficulties faced by these institutions, how successful they have been. After reading this, you can answer this question. Then article 14 to 30. If you, all fundamental rights come under human rights, and if you don't know in detail about these articles, then again you have to go, just open Lakshmikant and read again. Means like you have to put these articles again and again in your answers, and these are very important. So you just go and open Lakshmikant and read these fundamental rights. Then solutions given in the article. And one thing I also want to tell you, that just read the conclusion of this article, this particular editorial. So similar conclusion you have to write in real exam, because many people are confused like how to conclude your answers. So this is how you conclude your answers, and this type of conclusion will fetch you marks. So just read the conclusion. The next issue is CAP issue. So this is also very important article for sociology optional people, because this is related to sociology. And for others, you can expect one question in GS1 paper, because GS1 paper consists of most 40 marks comes from sociology. So you can also read this. So there are, in starting, there are many honor killing examples are given. Then there is a concept like standards of behavior for women are fixed in the society, why they are fixed, how they are fixed, and what happens if these standards are violated. These you have to discuss and think. Then concept of the cost. Like I told you, there is a core concept in every article. So this is the core concept of this article. Why is it so important, this concept of cost? This is the central theme of the article. So this is the answer. In every community, historically, caste has determined control over land and resources, and caste and its reproduction is contingent upon endogamy. So if endogamy, you know that there are two types, endogamy and exogamy. So exogamy means like marrying in other caste, and endogamy marrying in the same caste. So if you are marrying in the same caste, then only you can keep reproducing the control over land and resources. This is the basic thing why caste is so much predominant in these societies. And when this CAP issue, any question will come, then you have to write right to privacy, protection of life and personal liberty. Again, article 19 and 21, these fundamental rights are very important. Then concept of correction homes. This is some of the things which are given in this editorial. This is how you gain the points from any editorial, like Nari Niketan, how it is used to subjugate girl, means girl rights are violated in these Nari Niketan. Then role of police and judiciary also given in the article. These are the general points which you can write in anywhere. And the concept of protective homes, means some homes which where the lovers or means intercaste marriage people can stay. So the concept of the protective homes you can write in ethics paper, like some question comes on this CAP issue, you can write in your ethics paper also. Then after that come to the international page. So means not very important page, this is international page, and you just read. I will give you the few points, you don't have to think very much about this page. So first is like Central Investigation Agency, that is CIA. This is USA Chief Investigation Department. So its interrogation methods means like torture and everything, they are means widely criticized by every country. So you just read human rights issue in editorial just now. So this is a fodder point for questions in mails, and this is also ethical issue. Then China gives life imprisonment to its top official for corruption charges. So corruption is a lot prevalent in our Indian society also. So this is also an ethical issue, and you just try to understand this. Then educational system uses to promote fundamentalism, like reproducing verses of the Quran. that deal with jihad, holy war, and adding passages on the divine creation of the universe into science textbooks. So this is also a particular news on Malala Yousafzai, who says that education system is itself being used to promote jihad and terrorism and everything. So this is the core concept. No need to read whole article. And other than these, other articles are not that much important. Then on the business page, these are some of the questions which you can answer after reading those particular articles, like what is refinancing and why it is needed. So this is refinancing has been done by that RBI. So just try to understand these things while reading the article. Then that tax policy, the consumers, or means like the business sector, they are saying that just reform the tax policy. So you have to understand what is current tax policy of the government, and if you don't know, just go through Ramesh Singh, chapter 17, tax structure in India. 11 pages are there, but this is how you read any article. You have to just go to those things which you don't know in any article, and you have to somehow relate the things. You have to understand rather than mug up. Then another issue is what is OPEC article. So why it is not lowering down its production despite global downfall in crude oil prices, and what is shale gas or tight crude. So these are the questions which you can answer after reading that article. Then SR oil, 10 years import MOU with Russia. So what is MOU? Memorandum of Understanding. This is the full form. So this is especially for PubAd students, and why Russia wants to diversify its oil clients. This is for general studies. You should be able to answer this after reading the article. Then comes science and tech page. This comes only once in a whole week, and some important issues are given. I will go through them one by one. So first is the coral issue. So you have to understand what are the corals and their functions in the sea. What is coral bleaching? Why is sea temperature important? What is symbiotic relationship? Corals have symbiotic relationship between, you have to just fill up the gap. This is the pre-question. Then corals found in Gulf of Kutch, Malwan, Mannar, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Pre-question. So you have to just locate these places on map of India. Where is Gulf of Kutch? It is in Gujarat. This is where is Gulf of Malwan? I also don't know. Then where is Gulf of Mannar? This is near Sri Lanka and Tamil Nadu. And then Andaman and Nicobar Islands in Arabian Sea. So you just locate them on map and just tell me in comment section where is this Gulf of Malwan. And now next issue is of unmanned crew module. So this is something related to space science and technology. So India wants to send its astronauts into the space, so they are experimenting with this. And just read this article, it's very interesting, and you have to understand how this unmanned crew module will re-enter into the atmosphere, and how parachutes will be helping it, and it is good. Then the next article is related to that diversification of frogs in that Western Ghats. So what are the bush frogs? This could be asked, like bush frogs. How ecological evolution happens and how organisms diversify. This is the question which you have to answer. Why Western Ghats have such a great diversity in flora and fauna? Just think about this. And if you are not able to understand these things, just go through the biology last chapters in class 12th NCERT. Then the next article is on skulls reveal the dawn of civilization. So this is for anthropology students only. No need to be read by other people. Then mountains of plastic afloat in the oceans. So this is the most important issue in the whole science and tech page. And just read the whole article. Learn about microplastics. What are the microplastics? There are three types: micro, macro, and some middle. So how they are formed, these microplastics, like if you throw some big plastic, it will just disintegrate by ultraviolet radiation and bacteria and everything, and it will convert into microplastics. So how they are formed, then what are the harmful effects of these microplastics? These are very dangerous for pollution and for human health and even for marine health. And later suggestions on how to reduce their quantity, uses and safe disposal. So this is the type of question which will be coming in UPSC. Just think about this, just use your mind. And thank you guys for watching. This is all about today's The Hindu. There is nothing else you have to study in The Hindu. Very minor news. And please like, share, comment and subscribe. So these things really help me a lot to keep up my motivation. So please do this. And thanks a lot.